Okay, here we are going to continue about in terms of calculating our protein requirements. We're going to get into the second method, and that one we'll call the activity factor multiplier, right? So if you went through your notes, hopefully you did, right? We know that we can determine the amount of protein we need based on our activity, right? So how vigorous we're exercising, how many times a week I'm weight training, right? Like it's going to increase my need to maintain and build the body back up, right? So if we were looking at this, we know that a sedentary lifestyle, so not exercising, just kind of day-to-day living, whatever we're doing, right? Our multiplier is going to be 0.36, right? When we have a moderate activity lifestyle, so exercising, lifting, whatnot, 3 to 4, so like defined exercise 3 to 4 times a week and somewhat like intense, we're going to have a factor of 0.63. And then vigorous activity, so heavy bodybuilding, constant exercise every day, we're looking at like 0.9, right? For us, we'll make the math easy. So instead of 0.36, we'll use 0.4. Instead of 0.63, we'll use 0.6. And then instead of, I guess for 0.9, we'll use 0.9. I think it's important to note that we're in that moderate area, right? So maybe we're not 3 to 4 days a week of like intense training. Maybe it's 2 days or easy training or whatever it might be, right? Like we might fall in the middle of that 0.4 and 0.6, right? So we could go 0.5. Right, like you just kind of have to find the sweet spot, and really a lot of nutrition is like, hey, here's what we should be doing, and then what's your body or how's your body react, right? So if we look at this and we do the math on it, I have it up here for a 200-pound person, right? They would take that factor, that multiplier, right? Sedentary lifestyle, excuse me. They multiply it by 0.4, they're going to need 80 grams of protein per day, right? Moderate exercise, 0.6, that's 120 grams of protein per day. And then the vigorous person or the vigorous exerciser is going to need essentially 180 grams of protein per day. I think if you like read a lot of literature, maybe a lot of like forums or whatever on exercise and diet or scrolling through social media, you'll see a lot of people just talking about like 1 gram of protein per pound or whatever. And when you do this, you do multiply in pounds, not kilograms. But, I mean, that's, I guess, baseline. That's close to that 0.9. You're not that far off. It's probably a little excessive, and we'll get into some of the risk factors there. But if you're looking to figure out what you need, right, this activity factor multiplier gives you a little bit more personalization in terms of like what you need to take in.